Right, so here's a really quick update to show what's going on with the servo testing rig. This is the primary test servo, this will be the secondary test servo. So the tests that we're going to do is going to be similar to the existing test. And I've just set up a Tyrannus model to get all these tests going. So this is, the first thing is just a standard servo, so we can use that for the torque test, which also gives the maximum amps at stall. What we're also going to do is I'll make a rig with like a protractor around it, so you'll see the servo face on like that, and then the protractor will be around the outside with sort of degree markers so we can get the accuracy. So the second test will be a sweep, so it will start at, sorry no, that will be the other test. So the first test on the protractor is, we'll just use the standard. I'll put it at one end of the range and then flip it to the other, so we can get an idea of what actual sweep range the servo's got. The next one will be the slow sweep test, which will be for precision. So it's basically a slow sweep over 5 seconds from one side of the range to the other, and we can use this to see, you know, if the servo's jerky or anything like that. The next test is the fast sweep, which is again but it's instant one into the other. The next test is centering, so we can, it's just a simple 3-position switch. That's the center, one extreme to the other, and we'll be able to center it just to see how accurately it recenters each time. And then the final test is the movement test, which I'm going to build a rig up with basically some fake control surfaces, you know, 3D printer mount, so these can be hooked up to a control surface, and then we'll just run a simple program which will basically run through some small and large servo movements, and we can use that to gauge at sort of like an average amp draw as the test goes on, and we'll do a minimum, maximum, and the average will be like a median, but it's not crazy. There's one or two harder movements in there, so there's but most of it's sort of quite close to center, just, you know, normal flying stuff. So hopefully this will get us a more accurate draw for just generally flying about as opposed to the stall. But yeah, that's where I am, so on with making more stuff for it.